of OMG. He's on the Lee Sin and he's gone for his first recall, so you could expect some kind of action, but it's Curse that's going to be receiving a bit of proactivity in the top lane. He flashes very early on. That's going to mean Kingen.
Despite on the bottom side, everyone's looking at this Rift Herald. How do we start to influence these lanes to make sure we're the one with the tempo advantage to get our laners there first?
Meteor going to check the dragon, but he's going to be just a second too late.
To go? Or sorry, not Hacker. Meteor won't go for this. He's in, but now we're getting the team fight.
We're going to see a knockup. Oh my days, the follow-up!
They know that this Misfortune can't take the fight, so cool, we're going to bully you back out and we're going to pick up this Curse out high and dry again like this last play.
Meteor's right next to him. There's a knock-up, and Curse, even if he flashes, will be taken down.
Controlling is all hell, but they're trying to make a play here.
They're looking for Icon. He's flashed very early, though, and that's going to punish him with his own Horizon. This could turn into a full-on brawl right now. Shinmo goes in. Solar Flare still available, but Icon already dropped. Cold will be next as he uses that stopwatch. Good stun onto the backline, a knock-up to follow, and it's all going the way of BLG. We asked for
turret. They can also get these nice back timings to go for the Rift Herald as well. I was wondering if we'd see OMG just beeline it straight for that objective, but they are teetering down towards the bottom side instead.
Shimmo having a whale of a time, and the Solar Flare stopping SMLZ's bullet time on top of it. In the meantime, though, we finally have a pick going the way of just a tower pickup here. Fofo has found himself alone. Icon wasn't the only man there, and the rest of the team comes in to guarantee the kill on the Syndra.
Meteor is here, though, trying to potentially...
It's going to be about Meteor and whether or not he could focus on the objectives. That's not actually been his focus this game. He wasn't even a part of the first BLG, the ones on the play. With the demolished procs, they're going to be able to get this mid lane turret down. That's 3 now. It's time to make a move. They look towards this mid-tier 1, and Hacker, he's really committed for this one. He's nowhere near his team that are being decimated as I speak. There goes Icon. SMLZ can't do anything about it as he watches Cold get collapsed on and taken out as well. That's 2 kills for BLG.
Spot out that engage from BLG. Speed up comes through from Fofo. Hacker!
Hacker's in trouble. He's so low, and the True Shot Barrage just about clips in and finishes him off. SMLZ the next on the chopping block as Curse doing what he can, but Jin Zhao wants the 1v1. It's a killer piece for them as the autos trade. Now Shinmo finds himself alone. Curse gets 1. Suddenly, despite the Baron going down, OMG at least get a couple of kills, but Curse, he can't win out this fight. Fofo's being pulled on back, but Meteor happy to 1v1. It did feel a little bit like he was just mashing all 4 buttons to try and get the kill, but he, you know, traded
the likes of Morello's coming through for Curse. You've got so much Bramble Vest even for Kingen at some stage. This is going to make it so difficult for them to actually find these fights.
They want to fight underneath the tower right here. Icon down to half already as Cold tried to find a way in. They're just going to use these ultimates to zone everybody away. They want the inhibitor right now. Cold can't find the hook. Just hits the inhib instead. Shinmo goes in, and they're going to find the Nautilus to start things off. Inhib will go down. And BLG, they're happy with 1 kill.
Position. And unfortunately, where I looked at maybe OMG having this early game snowball, potentially having the chance to make it happen, BLG just snuff it out at the very beginning.
We were talking about the mid-game strength for OMG. We didn't really see a mid-game, it feels like. We've just gone from the lane phase to the late game. Inhib's going to go down. OMG are desperately trying to do anything about it. They don't seem to be able to close the gap. Hacker goes in, kicks Jin Zhao to safety, and now the rest of the squad arrives. Bullet time denied by the Solar Flare. Curse can't do anything as Cold is going to be rooted. Has to flash to safety. Curse gets a knock-up. Icon very low on HP, and this is just brutal from this side of BLG. The members of OMG drop 1 by 1. It's a triple kill for Jin Zhao, and an absolute clinic of a win from BLG.
A near 10k gold lead to finish this one off, and with the minions in the base, BLG pick up game 1. The way I would have liked to see them go, I think Braum could have worked a lot better, but here we are.
Here we go. The Quinn locked in for King, and we were talking about King and
Curse. You can try and burst them out. But Hacker is making his way back down towards the bottom side as the Dragon.
Late game has been their weakness, that decision making once we get to those difficult parts of the game. Icon's in trouble, and he's just going to be completely locked up and take it down. It's the same as what we saw in game number 1.
We've got Hacker here to try and provide a bit of stability. But that has not really come to very much. And even Fofo here, I'm looking at this TP potential play in the bottom side of the map to cut off the guys we've just been talking about.
SMLZ really wants the tower. He's going to be able to get it in the end. Down on the back of Valor. BLG are going to be able to take the dragon, and I am left with a trap. Fofo tries to find a way in. Headshot onto the tower, and SMLZ happy to just tank that one up. He's a red buff. This is my kind of Caitlyn gameplay right here. Icon going to be able to finally finish that turret off. This one. Half health on this Infernal Drake, and in we go. Shinmo on the front line. Bullet time across them, but Cold tanks it up pretty handedly. Curse bullied on out. The Cataclysm is going to be enough for Meteor to finish the kill. It's 1-for-1 though. Spofo went down as well. Blind onto Icon. In goes Shinmo once again. Meteor's there, but OMG are winning out the fight. Kingen cleanses nothing, and Jinmo, or Jin Jiao, sorry, is going to be finished off. Oh, the flash from SMLZ. He wants the 1v1, and Caitlyn's the queen of that.
And I love the way OMG play this fight. If BLG can't just run through, will add the second dragon of the game to OMG's pocket.
Okay, Icon looking for a pick here on towards Meteor. Does get the chain actually, but everything else will be on cooldown. Ace in the hole blocked by Shinmo. And now over towards this Baron as Icon's getting chased down by King, and the rest of his team
cover that gap pretty fast.
Pretty fast, but not as quick as a TP. This Baron is surely going to go down. 2,000 health remaining. No, they want the fight right now. Solar Flare misses onto SMLZ. He's DPSing over the wall onto Shinmo. Meteor, the first one to fall. Here's Kingen, though. He's come into the fight. Smite onto the Baron, and Kingen forced away. Hacker can't follow that one up as the fight continues up towards the top side. Cold jumping behind the rest of his team. Icon on 1 HP. But it's too much for the Misfortune. She's gone way too far, and Fofo has 2. Everyone's surviving for him.
Forcing Meteor out, not able to take control of his jungle. And this comes back to where we said
Caitlyn will really come into her own. The siege is unbelievable. You can see the traps absolutely everywhere. It's so difficult to close the gap onto SMLZ. And with the siege up cannons as well, this is going to be an inhib in the mid lane going down. And by the looks of things on the bottom side, you have a lot of pressure coming out from Icon. Kingen starting a fight. SMLZ, he's got a Vamp Scepter. He'll be able to heal that up very quickly.
Third Infernal Drake is about to spawn for OMG as well. So I feel it's take this inhibitor turret and then back away. Or you can be Icon and just say, nah, screw that. We want everything for ourselves.
Teleport in, though, from Fofo. He's gone into the jungle behind the likes of OMG. We've got a fight on our hands as Fofo going to find his way in. He's stunned up by the cocoon, though. Bullet time onto Shinmo, who's taken down immediately. Fofo has to keep himself alive with his ultimate as Meteor can't do much. And this is just a gold difference right before your eyes, ladies and gentlemen, as OMG hold fast in the fight. They are not intimidated by the Lissandra, and nothing can push them back here. This is going to be game 2, just as one-sided, but on the other side of the board is OMG even out the series.
Color cast is
You're
good
welcome.
for, eh?
You're welcome.
Damn play-by-play.
Renekton going to be the answer, though, to this Camille coming out from Kingen. Let's see if it's going to work out, obviously. Oh, the stun denies the jump from Kingen. And now both of them going to be jumping straight on towards this Camille. A little bit more damage will do the trick. And Hacker going to grab himself the kill.
Desperately needed on that top side. Because they knew they were losing Dragon
Towers, that change came in about 1 billion years ago now, but still feels like a recent change to me. But one thing I actually want to address, I said something very stupid in game number 1. Game number 2, sorry. You don't actually get the headshots right now for the side of OMG.
Curse is still hovering mid, though. This means Kingen can try and trade some. They're going to use the advantage that they have, though, to pick up this Rift Herald. OMG want to contest.
Shinmo's onto Hacker, but Cold pulls him out with the Devour. Spits out his jungler as Curse gets in onto them. Renekton versus 4. That's his comfort zone right there. Shinmo will be finished off by the Paddle Star. And now onto Fofo. Great Sonic Wave. There's the flash kick as well. And a second one goes into the hands of Curse.
SMLZ. So in this scenario, you pick up the Dragon, you pick up bot lane turret, rotate SMLZ and Cold into the mid lane, and you should then be able to drift up towards that Rift Herald to pick that one up for themselves as well. Meteor wants to dive the bottom lane to try and answer for the trade on top side of the map.
Curse is going to be alone. The turret goes down. Meteor lands the cocoon and gets straight on towards Curse. He doesn't have the health to deal with this one, and that's going to be a kill for the Misfortune.
They're sharing Icon and SMLZ in the mid lane. That's not what you want.
And we talk about BLG as a smart macro
even
team.
Send the likes of Icon down there to just quickly clear out the wave. They will get this mid lane turret now. Fofo taken low, but they won't try. Kingen doesn't have TP. This is why they're confident in starting this, and it's already below half health.
Shinmo going to get poked out just a little bit. 4,000 health on the Baron. Meteor waiting off to the side. He wants the steal. The smite is going to be there, though, for Hacker. OMG get the Baron for themselves, and now they're going to win the fight as well. Curse will be finished off, though. In the meantime, Kingen managed to grab himself a tower.
Look, it's a one-for-one trade. The tower will go down, but you've got Baron. That's the big objective. You're looking for Icon, looking for more.
Does get the bubble onto the likes of Fofo and finishes off the kill as well. That's going to be a nice little consolation prize for OMG, but they trade it for a mid-tier 2.
Cheeky little cleanse in there as well for Icon that he picked up. Now he's picking up the double.
Scoreline off the back of these skirmishes. He's hoovering up every single one of these kills. And this is where Zoe really shines, in these spread out skirmishes that she can pick targets off.
And it's not where Kingen shines. You want to be the one with the Baron. You don't want to try and force yourself up against Curse, who's going to have all these Baron creeps making a
trick started up for OMG. This will be Soul, and there is no answer from BLG.
Still rather the Zoe, though. If I'm going to go between the two of them, I'm going to pick a Zoe every day of the week. Kingen.
Kingen's been caught. Oh, can't Spider-Man away either. Great stun from Curse. The rest of the team here to back him up. Now time for the bullet time onto everyone. Tom Kench saves the day, and everyone flashing away. OMG could be in trouble. Another flash from SMLZ this time as Cold sacrifice. And I think he's got away with things in the meantime. Shinmo going to be able to block onto Icon. We'll be able to get away with the play there. 2,000 on the Baron. Smite coming on through, and it's Hacker. No, Meteor, sorry, that will be able to get it. Now the follow-up. Shinmo will go down. Icon finding at least one kill. But OMG, they've got to punish harder than this. In goes Cold. He's going to find it onto Fofo. Gets straight onto the backline. Hacker the one to do it. Kingen has arrived to help his team. Icon getting pretty low as he jumps on in. And Kingen found himself all out to dry now. Jin Zhao doesn't have the bullet time available. Icon flashing over the wall. Doesn't find the thing.
SMLZ struggle. And this is what we're now seeing. Curse is going over.
Meteor's in trouble, but the repel keeps him alive. Baron, Elder Dragon taken now by OMG and immediately used onto the
crack open the base.
Cold's going to try and make a play onto Kingen here. Does get the hook shot off though, so maybe can escape. Hextech Ultimatum to dodge away from the sleep, but the hook shot's not there in time.
End to this game in sight.
Hacker going to be split pushing on the Lee Sin in the bottom lane. It's not what you usually say, but...
Minute to the bot side, trying to clear out this wave, which means top is open. They are going to push in.
Looking for something. Fofo cleanses away the bubble immediately. That's going to be the tower taken. Inhibitor open now, and immediately dropped by the likes of OMG a lot of the time. Oh, he got him! I thought he was completely protected.
Summer day for OMG as the victory looks like it could be in sight.
Well, we've got a fight on our hands first. It is going to be Hacker that grabs the Baron, and oh my days, the triple!
And OMG are on the back foot.
It was all a bait. Meteor died on purpose so they could set Jin Zhao up for success. Here we go. Zonya's onto Icon, but I don't think he's going to be able to get away. The double Zonya's still won't save him. The flash, though, will. And he's just going to sprint away. Jin Zhao happy to follow him. He wants to 1v1. He's got the QSS, and he's got the kill as well.
With how quickly this Elder Dragon's going down, I don't think it's going to be possible.
The super minions in the top
corner. 30 seconds still on that buff. OMG could get caught.
Oh, here we go. Change the corruption, but Tom Kench ruins everything as always. Kingen gets the Hextech Ultimatum, saved by the bullet time, and that's one going down for Fofo. Curse, the next target. Elder Dragon might just be enough. Hacker gets a kick, though, onto Jin Zhao. That's a massive pick-off. Icon maybe can follow up. SMLZ still alive, but everyone else has fallen. Shinmo wants to find a hook. SMLZ has to be the carry here. Icon gets two. Meteor down with the ace in the hole.
But they will at least get another inhibitor for themselves. They can walk up towards top and clear that as well, which means that it becomes a far easier game for OMG to navigate. Gives you more ID to build off that crit. It's such a nice combo. And Icon.
Oh, can he get it? Kingen takes a huge chunk, and Icon has a lot of movement speed. Bear in mind, he procs the soul every couple of seconds with his ultimate. Kingen going to try and turn it around, but there's no damage.
And OMG, in theory, because I've seen what happens, I've seen the story before, Should be able to turn on towards the barn, but here comes Cold.
Abyssal Voyage, they're going to try and force the issue. Cold's gone way too deep alone, though. Grey Health will keep him alive for a second, but not very long at all. Bullet time zones the rest of the team. Curse 1v4, but the Stone Plate stops his damage. SMLZ cleanses to get on into the fight. Look at the damage out of SMLZ. He's free firing and he's cleaning up this fight. It's all going to be OMG.
What a game from OMG! We talked about snowballing being their lead. We talked about how BLG in a slow, drawn-out game would win. But OMG fight them at their own game, and they will take the series.
And SMLZ's made a little shrine to himself right there. 21-11. It was a lot.